Scotland have never won 4 games in a row to start a qualifying campaign, but that all changes tomorrow night when we defeat Georgia at Hampden. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV here for the match preview. It is Scotland versus Georgia, and it is first versus second. Yes, Georgia are actually second in this group. They have 4 points after playing 2 games, so they are our nearest challengers. It's not Spain, it's not Norway, it is Georgia. Now, what can I say about Georgia? Our history against Georgia isn't that good. Now, we've beaten them a lot more times than they've beaten us, absolutely, but there's been some really key, important games against Georgia that we've had over the years, and we haven't won them. Of course, if you go back to the 2007 qualification campaign, where we were on the brink of the impossible, a double win, beating France home and away, brilliant, in a group with the 2 World Cup finalists and the World Cup quarter-finalists, France, Italy and Ukraine, and we pretty much had top 2 guaranteed until we lost to Georgia. So look, we know that we can do it. We know we've lost to Georgia in the past. The important thing is that we do not lose to them in the present. We do not lose to them in the future. And if we can win this, if we can go 12 points out of 12, and Norway, I believe, don't play on, I think they do play, it's Spain that doesn't play, so we could potentially put ourselves 9 points ahead of Spain. Look, this is our chance. This is our chance. Beat Georgia, and I think we're there. Personally, I think we've qualified already, but I think if we beat Georgia, there is just no denying that we are going to be at the Euros. 12 points out our first 12 points, I mean, that just ain't going to be caught. We would need to absolutely fall apart in the remaining 4 games. And not only that, Norway would need to start winning games. They would need to start going on a mega run, which, let's be real, they haven't really shown that they're capable of. So, in my opinion, if we beat Georgia at Hampden, we will be at the Euros. And Steve Clarke says there's more to come from this Scotland side. So that's exactly what I want to hear. He wasn't really happy with the performance, should I say, against Norway. He was happy with the result. I think we were all happy with the result. But yeah, the performance wasn't that great. And if we lost that game, then you'd look at it and you go, that was really underwhelming. That was a chance for us to, pretty much see this group out, and we didn't take it, and we should have performed better, and that was a really lacklustre display. But the fact that we won, I think it papered over the performance. I'm not going to sit here, though, and criticise the team. Look, we went to Norway. If you offered me at the start of the game, you'll play shit, but you'll get the 3 points, every Scotsman would have took that in a heartbeat. So I'm not going to sit here and, say, oh no, I don't want the win. I would rather we played well. Ideally, I would rather we play well and win, but sometimes you don't get that. We got that against Spain. We played well against Spain and we beat Spain, but sometimes you can't play well in every game, and that's a sign of a good team. Teams that can not play so well and still come away with the victory, guys. And that's what we've done against Norway. So I am delighted with that. But in terms of the upcoming game, this is what Steve Clarke had to say about the 100% start to the Euro 2024 qualifying campaign. And he said, quote, "In terms of keeping the momentum going, a win would be good. It's all we're focused on. Hopefully we get the right result and that feel-good factor continues. Hopefully we keep growing, because I still feel there's more to come from this group. I said right at the start that we had the toughest group. Georgia for sure are the toughest top 4 team. 1 defeat in 15 matches. They're on good run of form. They'll feel good about themselves. Some good players, organised, good shape to their team. So tough game. The game against Cyprus was quite an open game, end to end, really open, which is why there were chances at both ends. It may be a slightly different game here, but we'll prepare for both. We'll be ready for both types of games, and hopefully we get the right result. They're definitely a threat going forward, so we'll have to defend well." End of quote. Look, I agree with Clarke. We look at Georgia and we assume that we should be beating them, and let's be honest, for Scotland we should be beating them, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. We will need to turn up and we will need to play well. We can't just go there and expect the 3 points to magically be deposited in our account. You know what? That is not going to happen. We're going to have to earn them. But I look at the players we've got, I look at the way we're playing overall, not the Norway game, but the way we've been for Steve Clarke over the last year. Especially that performance against Spain. You've got so many young Scottish players coming into the team that are playing really good at club level that still can't even get into the team. So that kind of tells you the depth that we have in this current Scotland squad. there's no excuse. We should be beating Georgia, and again, that's not me underestimating them or anything like that, but we are good. We are a lot better than them. We should be beating them. So that's my opinion, and I think we will beat them. In terms of team news, Clark said that all his players are present and correct and ready to go. So we'll have to wait and see. Nathan Patterson and John Suter, according to Clark, will be available, as will Ross McCrory. So they're going to be back. They're going to be ready, which is good. Will they feature though? I'm not too sure. Hopefully. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Aaron Hickey, I didn't think had the greatest game against Georgia, but I would still keep him in at right back. Although, if Nathan Patterson goes in, I have no complaints. It just depends really who Steve Clark wants to go with on the day. And up front, I think you've got to stick with Lyndon Dykes. I think we play a lot better with Lyndon Dykes. For me, he is the man. I think Lyndon Dykes is the guy that we want to be up front. What I would say is I was a little bit disappointed that Nisbet and Shanklin never got a chance. Although I do realise right up until like the last minute we were not winning that game. So I can understand why he kept our best striker on the field. But what I'm hoping is, against Georgia, I'm hoping that we do get a lead. I'm hoping that it's pretty comfortable as we get into like the last half an hour. And maybe we can see changes. Maybe we can see the likes of Nisbet and Shanklin getting on and getting a chance. Maybe we can see Lewis Ferguson coming on and giving them a proper run out and not just this like 5 minutes at the end. That's what I really ideally would like to see. But look, as long as we get the win, as long as we get 3 points, that is the main thing. Anything else after that, guys, is an absolute bonus. So, yeah, there you go. That is it. Scotland versus Georgia. Be there or no be there. We'll be there and we'll be collecting the 3 points. I'll catch you in the review. Must win game for Scotland. Do not let it, in the iconic words of Stevie G, we can't let it slip. Nah, do not let it slip. I know it was a horrible fucking Merseyside accent, but I can't dare Scouser. I can't dare Scouser. Fuck them anyway. I hate them. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.